Hey guys, so I have thought of 100 billion ways that I could start this video. I have thought of literally everything that I could do to start this video. I am so upset and I am so angry. This is why I have a therapist, because y'all don't want to see the BC Jessica, okay? I've tried my hardest to be Dr. Martin Luther King, and y'all gonna make me be out Malcolm X. That's why I got my Malcolm X glasses on. You asked for this, okay? But I feel like for some reason, every time I have to justify. Just go in the bathroom, Joy. Thank you. I feel like I always have to justify. I shouldn't feel this way, but honestly, I do. I feel like I should have to justify why me and my family shouldn't have these concerns. And then let me just talk to you for a second, okay? Be my diary, all right? And I'm going to be honest, and I never thought these were things that I would share with people, but I do, okay? You have to sit in my seat to understand my concerns, okay? Every time me and my family go out, whether it be coffee, whether it be food, no matter what it is, if there is a police officer that is in that place, we're buying their food. Every single time. It has never failed. We've done it every time. That is something, I'm not saying that to get any credit. I'm not saying that so that I can get praise. I'm saying that to show you where my heart is. It is our heart to teach our children to respect authority. That is what we're doing, okay? Me and my husband have made a decision that, hey, anytime we're out and there's a police officer that buys a coffee or that wants a coffee, there's a police officer that's eating food, we'll buy it for them. That's just kind of how we are. In our home, you can do whatever you want. That's us, okay? My husband is a well-educated man. This should not matter, but I feel like I have to say this. My husband is a well-educated man. He's got 5 degrees, college degrees. He's been assistant principal of 2 high schools in the best district, one of the best districts in the nation, one of the best districts in Florida and in the nation, okay? He's been the assistant principal of 2 high schools. This man is a pastor. He has worked hard in his life to make a name for himself, working hard. The man reads 2 or 3 books a week. He is smart, okay? I shouldn't have to say those things. I shouldn't have to justify anything. I should just be a life that you see because I see you, you see me, and it should matter, period, okay? It should matter. That's just it. But no. Here we are again, right? Here we are again, where we have a family who is stopped by police under suspicion of having a stolen vehicle. Okay? A stolen vehicle. They're stopped. They're they're handcuffed, laid on the hot asphalt. And one of them is 6. But let's back up. The vehicle that they were looking for was a motorcycle from another state. These people were driving an SUV. The 6-year-old is laying on hot asphalt, handcuffed, guys. Handcuffed. And there are people trying to say to me, well, what about black on black crime? Are you kidding me? When has it ever in the history of ever been okay? I don't care if they were having 100 million pounds of cocaine in the back of that car. People don't let their dogs walk when it's too hot outside because the asphalt is so hot. And you mean to tell me that you're going to sit here and try to justify a 6-year-old laying on the ground? You know why this is upsetting to me? Because my daughter is going to be 6 next year. I don't care if she's white. I don't care if she's black. I don't care if she's Mexican. I don't care what she is. You mean to tell me that you're going to try to justify a 6-year-old laying on hot asphalt? And have you seen the picture? She has a tiara on her head, guys. I am so upset. I'm so upset. I may not even edit this video. I may upload it as is because it may not even be that long, but I always say that about videos. I'm so upset. I'm so upset because I don't care what you have anybody under suspicion under. A 6-year-old on asphalt, guys, like, makes me so mad, guys. My daughter's gonna be 6 next year. Like, whenever is this okay? And whenever can we justify something like that? Me and my husband have worked hard. We own a home, okay? We've done things that my ancestors, people that I know, my family members that grew up in a time where redlining was legal could not do, and we do it. We've done it. We've done it. We're educated. I try to bring you a different narrative of a black family. I try to bring you a husband and a wife who love each other. We respect each other. We are partners. We have 2 beautiful children. I try to bring you a picture of a black father in the home, of a black mother in the home, of a family that is what people would normally say is non-existent in the black community. That's why I show you guys my family, because I want you to see that we are people. We're people, and we experience these things too, and none of those things matter. That's what makes me upset. None of these things matter. And people want to say it's the media. People want to chalk it off as, oh, it's just another narrative of the media. But you know what? When you experience things and racism firsthand, let's take out law enforcement. I was terrified to have kids because I knew that I was 4 times more likely to die in childbirth than my white counterpart. 4 times more likely to die in childbirth, guys. I was terrified to have kids. When I was laying in the hospital bed, 37 weeks pregnant with my son, and having the doctor come in and tell me, we're going to do an emergency C-section. I remember when I was laying on that table and I looked at my husband because I knew that statistic, and I was begging the anesthesiologist to listen to what I was saying because I couldn't breathe. It felt like I had something sitting on my chest. I looked at my husband and I said, please don't let me die here, because I know the story. I know what happens. You have a person, a woman of color who comes in sometimes, and they're not listened to because of things that were taught in slavery, that black people have a higher pain tolerance. I'm so angry because I still feel like people want to bring up, when you say things like, well, what about this? To me, just say, if you guys treat each other like that, why can't we? Just say that. It's less words than trying to go back and forth and argue with someone about why they feel their life should matter. You know, I always wonder, dear God, I hope we never have to experience this. But I always wonder, and you shouldn't have to wonder this, I always ask my husband, if anything ever happened to you, I wonder what they would try to dig up about you. Now, I know my husband. My husband is a square, okay? He is as clean as they come, no matter his color. Okay? He is one of the most stand-up, most smartest men I've ever met. His color does not matter. But to some people, it does. And I always wonder, what would they try to pull up about you? What would they try to pull up about me? What would they try to pull up about our kids? Who would be able to justify that? And another thing, you can be upset about more than one thing, okay? It's possible, all right? I can be upset about human trafficking. I can be upset about the mistreatment of Black people in America. I can be upset that there are white people being hunted right now because they are white and people are taking it out on them. I can be upset about those things, okay? I can be upset about mass shootings, and I could be upset about a lot of things at one time. It is possible, guys. Me saying that Black Lives Matter does not mean that I don't respect police officers and I want them to die. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean I want to kill cops. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that I believe people should. That doesn't mean that at all. It's okay to say this is wrong. People who are called to protect and serve or have a badge to protect and serve shouldn't be putting 6-year-olds on asphalt. We should be able to call them out. And then the same day, I can buy a police officer a cup of coffee. Like, that's okay. Like, I can do that. Like, you can be a fully functioning human being and do more than one thing at a time. Like, where is this thought that we either have to be this way, or if I say this, then I'm a liberal, or if I say this, then I'm this? Like, where did that even, why? How does that even happen? Where does that even come from? I mean, I'm not going to edit this video because I want you guys to feel my raw emotion. Normally, I'd edit it. But you know what? I got a lot to say today, okay? And I don't think I've said or and so and I usually say those things. And I usually have to edit it out because I say a lot of those, especially when I'm trying to collect my thoughts. But I got a lot of thoughts, okay? I'm going to edit the part where Joy comes downstairs and tells me that she has to use the bathroom because she's supposed to be napping. But that's neither here nor there, okay? My goal, if anything, is to make a connection with you. To show you that you say that the people who only talk about this stuff, some people say, the people who only talk about this stuff want something, right? Right? So the reason you talk about that is because you want something, okay? I am telling you that me, ever since I was a kid, I have worked hard for everything. Every car that I've had, I've paid for. Every cell phone that I've had, I've paid for. I have not had anything handed to me in my life. I have worked hard for it. My husband has worked hard for what he has. We have worked hard for what we have. Okay? But if I can't look objectively at this and say something is wrong here, something is wrong and we need to fix it, because there should never be a point where a 7-year-old should be put on, or a 6-year-old should be put on asphalt. I don't care what color she is. Okay? If we're going to talk about the mistreatment of children, like, this is out of control. I can't. You know what? It's like, I have 2 little kids and I'm seriously terrified. I don't let my kids go anywhere. I can count on 2 hands the houses that my kids have spent I can count on 1 hand, 3 fingers the houses that my kids have spent the night at without my husband and I present. Because literally, I mean, you have to go through a background check, okay? Practically, you may as well, okay? Because I don't trust anybody, all right? Already with my kids, because, okay, I'm trying to keep Jessica's inner Malcolm X at a level. Keep it leveled, okay? That's why I go to therapy, all right? That's why I married my husband, so people can help me keep that thing at bay, all right? But no, not today. You know, I don't know. That's all I have to say. And if anything, I really pray that you guys hear my heart in this, okay? Because I'm tired I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of us, of everybody, you know? I'm sick and tired of the deflection. I'm sick and tired. Why can't we just look at something objectively? Why can't we just look at it and say, this is wrong? No, we can't do that. For some reason, it's either you have to be one way or another. You can't be outraged about more than one thing at a time. It is the craziest thing to me. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. I seriously don't get it. But I hope that I've gotten everything out. And this is just, like I said, an unedited, besides that part about joy, an unedited part just of my thoughts. Maybe I'll do this again. I don't know. But you guys get to see what I go through when I'm videoing, okay? My thought process, because I have so many thoughts, okay? It's just wild to me why this is even a thing right now, but it's a thing. And people still don't get it. Like, it's just, I don't know. This is probably one of this is probably the most raw video I've ever sat in front of at any point. I think. I'm sure. I don't know. So, thanks so much, guys, for liking and subscribing and commenting and sharing. And you guys are the best. You guys are amazing. I try to, like I said, open up my life to you, to show you, you know, a family who is and does everything that does not necessarily go with what people would think Black people do. You know what I mean? Like both of my kids have the same dad, and you know, my husband has you know, he's got 5 degrees. I mean, he's super smart. You know, we're still married. We're in love. You know, we have a stable home. Our kids, you know, we do all the things that people think, you know, differently of what Black people would normally do. And I try to show that because I want to be an example to people, to show them that no matter the color, that you can have a good marriage too. And, you know, granted, I've only raised a kid into the age of 4.5, but, you know, hopefully that I'm doing a good job of raising my kids and being the most outstanding kids that will ever walk the face of the planet. Doing my best to show them to have empathy, to care, to have compassion, to love people with the love of Christ. Not because of anything else, but just to love them with the love of Christ. I want to do that. I want to be a visual of that. It's crazy that I have to justify things. And I shouldn't have to, but, and I know people are going to be like, you shouldn't have to justify that. And I shouldn't, but it shouldn't matter. I just think people play into this idea that Black people are a certain way. And I don't know, but you guys are amazing. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and subscribing. And I hope you could just hear my heart in this. You're the best. Love y'all. Bye.